Let's talk a little bit about UKIP. Under your guidance, they got something like 4 million votes. Last night, it looks as though they're struggling to get 500,000 votes. What's the future for UKIP?
Fascinating. Really, really, in some ways, that's one of the most fascinating questions of the morning, because what the electorate said is, we don't need UKIP, they've done the job. May says she's going to go for Brexit. Corbyn said he'd go for Brexit and end free movement, and voters said we don't need UKIP anymore. And yet this morning, if what David Davis has suggested comes to pass, then UKIP becomes potentially more relevant in British politics than it's ever been. It does have internal problems, it does lack a professional management at the centre, but believe you me, Nick, if we do not leave the single market, get back our fisheries, get back control of our borders, there will be a huge potential audience out there for UKIP or something like it.
Well, it's going to need skilled stewardship if it's only got 500,000 to make that voice heard. Is that Mr. Nuttall?
Well, look, I don't think Paul did anything wrong at all, but his problem was he did not have time to establish himself with the public. Half of them don't even know who he is. I wouldn't lay any blame on Paul whatsoever.
Would you go back to UKIP, Nigel Farage?
I never thought you'd ask me that. Well, look...
Where's that question come from?
Look, I mean, Nick, after the referendum, you know, I stood down as leader of UKIP. I said I would see my time out in the European Parliament, which could be very lively now, and I had no desire to be involved in the snake pit of daily politics. I don't really like the people. There are plenty of other things in life that one can do, but if what I've worked all my adult life for was to be betrayed, I would have no choice but to throw myself back into the front line of British politics.
So you could be prepared to go back to leading UKIP?
Well, whether it's leading or whether it's playing a prominent role is perhaps a separate question. But you know,
so like the director of football but not the manager?
I could not see us.
You'd be signing up the players but not doing the tactics?
Well, you never know. I mean, I could not see, you know, this historic victory betrayed by our political class and not fight back.
You didn't frankly have the balls to put country before party.